Brad Tuttle, a contributing editor for Budget Travel, spoke to UMass students about how to approach your first magazine writing job.
He told people everything that I try to tell students in my class about working with an editor, about how to develop your pitch, and how to really, sort of get yourself out there in a professional way. So I thought his talk was great.
Everyone needs an editor. Absolutely everyone needs an editor. The best writers out there need editors. The best writers out there love having editors. They all have the same goal, and the goal isn't to make the writer happy. It's not to make the writer's life easy. It's not to make the writer, to give the writer a pat on the back. The goal is simply to is to produce the best story possible. If you are thin-skinned about this whole, about opening yourself up, about being edited, about being rewritten, you just won't last in the business. Do egos get involved and bickering and conflicts of arguments and all that stuff? Absolutely, it happens. But at the heart, true pros out there just want to produce the best material possible. So always keep that in mind. Don't take things personally.
I thought that Mr. Tuttle was really helpful as to how to write a pitch. You always hear about writing a pitch to a magazine and you're never sure what to include and how to write one. And the 5 whys I thought were really great. For somebody that would ideally love to work for Budget Travel someday, definitely going to take those to heart, and now I know how to craft my pitches, especially to Budget Travel and publications that he mentioned.
In my mind, I put together something I call the 5 whys. And a good pitch is going to address all of these 5 whys. The first one is pretty obvious, and it's why this story. Next why is why this publication. It's a really good idea to browse through an entire year's worth of issues of a magazine you're going to pitch. If you're showing them you don't care enough to read it, it says something. Next why is why now. And this is because editors demand timeliness. Why in a particular format are you pitching something? Here's where you're going to make the case for why the particular format that you imagine is going to be the perfect format for getting across whatever information you want to. And finally, the final why is why you. And of all the writers in the world, why should an editor give you this assignment? My advice would be to never take any interaction you have with people lightly. You want it to be casual and friendly, but at the same time, you want to leave the impression of, holy crap, I have to work with this person.
Because as an navigator myself, I really look for things to write because of reading, and basically anything that's recommended by my heroes and stuff is something that I will read.
It's pretty much impossible to be a good writer without being a good reader. If you're going to learn from someone, you want to learn from someone who you love, who you want to emulate in some way. Your heroes don't have to be serious writers, but you should have heroes, and you should read everything that they've done.
I will read. Take, for example, Tucker Max. I read him, but not only for entertainment, but just because he's a master storyteller, in my opinion. And some of the books that he's recommended that have inspired him have only made myself grow as a writer. So definitely would enjoy that and recommend that to him.
It just occurred to me that with so much student interest in freelancing for magazines and travel writing, that it would be fun to bring him in and talk about writing. So it worked out well.